All right. So here is the aftermath of the gunmetal gray. This is just a first coat. I think it turned out really, really good. And here's what it was like before, obviously. And this is what I used. All right. Here is 2 coats of the gunmetal gray. And here's what it looks like distressed. A little bit of black acrylic and water and a sponge kind of brushed it across it. Turned out really good though. End caps turned out real nice. Already clear coated almost everything. Gotta finish that gun and then I'm gonna clear coat them. Everything turned out nice. Grateful. Grateful it did. There was a couple of mistakes along the way, but you know, live and learn, right? For example, right here, scabbard broke. Well, the cover. I was trying to bend it because it got a little bit warped. I'm not sure how it got warped. I think it was just the way I had it laid when I was spraying it. But also be very careful not to overspray the matte clear coat, or it gets very gray, thick and cloudy like this. So besides that, did some battle damage. Alright, until next time, assembly. Welcome back, my fellow mutants. Here we are at part 2, the fit and finish part. We're going to be taking this right here and turning it into this. Now, as you've seen in the previous video in part 1, I had already 5-minute epoxied these 2 scales together, and I went ahead and got this faux stingray, I guess you could call it. I got that super glued on there. And I tried using this contact cement, the Weldwood, which is what I was recommended initially. Didn't really work out that well. As you can see right here, it kind of like separated the inside layer from the outside layer. It's hard to explain, but it almost ruined it, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to super glue it, so. But, it turned out pretty good, still nonetheless. Now, made sure to put these toothpicks in through the screw holes, just so I had those aligned. And what I did with the last one was I took a little bit of electrical tape and I ran it down this overlapping seam right here. Now, a lot of my methods throughout this video are not going to be the most traditional methods, so sue me now or later, matters me not. Looks nice, and I think it's going to last a while the way that I did it, so we'll see. Alright, now the next step is to find your center point in your wrap. Now for time's sake, I've already found it, but essentially what you're going to do is you're going to take your center point, you're going to determine where you want to put it, on which side. Decide to start on the opposite side of where the screws actually go in, and take a little bit of super glue, depending how much you want to use, where you want to do it. Just a little bit in the center and a little bit on both sides. Change the angle up a little bit here, but these are what I had showed you before. They are essentially just a piece of this, it's like Eva foam, but it's really, really thin. It's like 90 cents or something at Walmart. And I made a little template off of what I had printed out. And just take little strips of this, and pretty much cut it out. And then super glued them. Or just take the two pieces of that, and then super glue it together and cut it out, and then you got them already and sectioned. So next step, after you have the center point calculated and you come around, take that out, we're going to fold it one time over. See that? One time over, like that. And then we're going to fold it again the same way, like that. Now you're going to do the same thing with the other side. One time. Twice. I think it looks pretty good. Now at this point, what I would do is take the top one off, like that. Take a little bit of this super glue right here. Just like that. There we go. Now here comes the fun part, where we take these and fit them under there. All right. like so. So about half of it, give or take, is underneath the top, and about half of it's sticking out. So then when we go this way, like we had before, and ta-da. Now what I like to do is kind of like form the foam down, kind of like tap it a little bit. Kind of roll it down, kind of like pressure forms it. And then just like before, the other side, take the super glue. First level complete. Now, from here, we alternate on the other side. So essentially, we started out with the left side going under, and then the right side going over. So now, the right side is going to go under first, and then the left side is going to go over. And it keeps alternating like that back and forth as you go down the scales. So, same as before, on the other level, we're going to start off over here. Like I said, the right side is going to go underneath first because it came over secondary last time. So, we're going to hold it one time down, like so, and one more time over, like so. Now you want to make sure that each level you're lining it up in a way that there isn't going to be any gaps. So it looks pretty good. Now, once again, for the fun part. So, the more pointed tip goes up underneath the center style, and the flat end gets pushed back towards the edge. Alright, like so. Now, go back over it. One time, like before, and twice, again. Ooh, I don't like that one too much. We'll go like that. Sometimes you gotta readjust. Looks a little bit better. Definitely looks better. Definitely looks better. Second side complete. Like I said, I like to try to form fit these a little bit. Tap them and roll them. There we go. Turned out really nice. Now, once again, when we rotate back to this side, we had gone right under, left over. So it's going to be right over, left under. Alright, so on to the next level. So, like we had done before, left had gone under, right had gone over. Right is going to go under this time. Once and twice. Like so. Once and twice. Looks good. Like that. Yeah. So, like before, take off the top wrap. And we're going to go ahead, take a little super glue. A little bit right there. Oh, start running super glue. A little bit there. Yeah. Alright. Pull it tight. Alright, now, once again, a little bit of foam. Alright. Looks pretty good. Now, just a bunch of repetition, back and forth. Back and forth. You want to try to catch that spiral right there, that groove, with the second one, if that makes any sense. See if I can zoom up real close here. So it's folded once, folded twice, and catch that groove. And pull it tight. Second level complete. And repeat. Alright, so as we can see right here, this one went over. So this wrap, the left side is going to go under first. Fold it. What I try to do makes it more congruent, looks better, as I try to pick up the arch, the same spot for the next level. Like that. Looks pretty good. And then same thing with the other side. Looks good. And second one. Now I try to kind of push it back this direction towards the right here and try to go from there. And a little bit of super glue. All right, here's the progress so far. Okay, so the next step after we got the handle on and the knot, which I'm not going to cover a knot video. There's a really good knot video on YouTube, part 1 and part 2. Once you get it on there, what I did is used double-sided 3M sticky tape, automotive, waterproof, all that. And just stuck it right up underneath, right up under there, and then pushed the handguard down on it. Now for the Subas, I actually ended up using this 5-minute epoxy right here. I've already got one done on this side, so moving on to the next one. All right, now to finally put it all together. So we got everything epoxied onto the blade itself. We got the handguard 3M down. Blade complete. Now, scabbard, there's 2 different size screws actually. The left side and the right side. The right side is actually smaller, shorter, so went ahead and put the Velcro on the back already. Let me grab. It can be a bit annoying. Wrong screw. That would be why. There we go. All right. And black plate right there. All right, and here is the final of the Desert Eagles. I think they turned out a lot better than I had anticipated. Alrighty, till next time.